Happy Dress Down Day, Leanna.
Happy Dress Down Day, Eric.
Happy November.
Ugh.
You got lipstick on your teeth again. So what are we going to do here? We're just going to, am I going to be interrupting you every time and saying you have lipstick on your teeth?
What am I supposed to do? I can't see
Why are you
myself.
not a woman? Why are you not a woman? Let me tell you something, folks.
How does having lipstick on my teeth make me not a woman?
I don't know. Whenever I watched shows as a kid and like the girl who didn't know like what she was doing with herself was like, oh, the poor thing has lipstick on her teeth. Like I remember in Clueless when they're doing a makeover, the poor thing had lipstick on her teeth. It was like a sign of like not really being with it. Also, Leanna is the only woman I've ever dated in my life that has never had tissues on her, chapstick. What else have I asked you for? The girl doesn't even have tampons half the time. I don't know where you are from. You asked me to give you some chapstick. I got it because I'm always covered.
And my mom is like, you learn things from your mom. My mom has everything in her handbag.
You don't have you're not one of the women who pours out a fucking fountain of stuff.
No.
Oh my God.
I take the bare minimum. I'll get a tampon from someone else.
Oh my God.
I could borrow someone's lipstick. I don't care.
What a horrible partner.
I
guess I can't say howdy, partners.
I'm kind of like a boy when it comes to that stuff.
Seriously. So I'm going to be telling you of lipstick at least 5 times this thing. We're recording this a little bit before Halloween, but this is going to be coming out November 1st. Which is, why are you giving me that look? Is there something wrong with what I said?
Is that important?
Well, because we may, if something happened on Halloween, like a big story.
Like Michael Myers came back.
Michael Myers came back from the dead. We're not going to be talking about it because I have shows coming up. We got to go back. And then we have a destination wedding. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be gone for a while. So I don't know when the hell just enjoy the show. And,
maybe we will, I don't know. Should we start taking the podcast on the road? It might be easier.
I was thinking about that, but people like watching it. These microphones are heavy. This recorder is heavy. We could possibly do it. We could probably do one from back home. We could probably do one on Staten Island. That could be kind of fun.
We might just have to get a setup out there too.
Maybe I'll just Amazon's a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But I was thinking too, like today being November 1st, when I was a kid, see, you didn't have off the day after Halloween, did you?
I did not. No.
I always had the day after Halloween off.
You Catholic bastards.
All Saints Day.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So that was always something that was really, really cool. But my mom would make me go to church in the morning, which wasn't the best.
You might as well go to school at that point.
Right? Getting up is the worst part.
Yeah.
You remember getting a snow day?
Oh, my God. Yeah, and you wake up and you have to watch the TV and wait to see if your school's closed.
I never had to watch TV because again, Archdiocese did their own thing. Mm-hmm. But I'd get the call from the woman at my school, hey, school's closed. And by that time, I'm wired. I can't go back to sleep. All I want to do is watch. Why,
she called you personally, not your mother?
She'd call my mom. And my mom would say, hey, Eric, listen, get a couple more Z's. I'm going off to work. Wait, that just made me think of something. When I was a kid, I was so addicted to that feeling of wanting to go back to sleep. Right? Remember, you wanted it so badly. I would do anything to go back. In those moments, it was 7 a.m. and you had to leave, but you would do anything to go back to sleep. Uh-huh. In the summer, when my mom would get up for work, I would tell her to wake me up so I can go back to sleep.
It was crazy.
It was never as good.
No.
It was never as good.
Yeah, because you didn't have to be up.
I know. It would always just be, I would barely look at her and then I would go back. It would be such a waste, but I would try to do it.
All right. What are you going to do?
Speaking of which, I have my Halloween Disneyland cup.
Yes.
Now I wanted to talk about this because people,
very cute.
Anybody who knows us at this point knows my feelings on the Disney cult that is the Disney following. What are you gonna say?
I just want to say that's a coffee cup. I'm pretty sure
I have coffee in it.
You did not get that. We didn't get a coffee at Disneyland. I'm pretty sure you wanted the souvenir cup, so you said, "Hey, can I get my Pepsi in that cup, in the coffee cup?"
How do you know it's a coffee cup?
That's a coffee mug, Eric. You don't get soda in that.
I got soda in it.
Because you wanted that cup. But I'm saying that's a coffee cup.
Because it was Disneyland.
Not a thermos, but...
A thermist? Did you just put a T?
Yeah, thermist. It's thermos.
You think someone's going to... You think someone's gonna marry you?
It's thermos.
Thermos.
Oh yeah, like thermos, right?
Thermist.
Some people say thermos.
Oh my God, she
You're
just
right.
said thermist.
Also, thermos is the brand.
I don't know who I'm kidding. Like, I'm not the dumbest person ever.
I'm just stupid.
I'm
What
kidding,
do I
babe. I make mistakes all the
say?
time, you know.
I
What
got
are you gonna
street smarts.
do? Oh.
I don't got book smarts. I got street smarts.
Wait, so I don't know if it's a thermist, but
First of all, thermos
We
is
what?
the brand. It's not a thing. I don't know. What do you call it? It's like,
Thermos.
a tumbler or I don't know.
It's a nice tumbler.
thermos.
Look, it says, did you mean thermos?
What did you put? Thermos?
No, I put thermos.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, because we were in Disneyland.
You
and
had to get your soda fix.
it was $11 for a regular one, and then $15 for
a
the
regular.
takeaway free souvenir. Not free, the souvenir cup.
You know, green and purple don't get enough credit in the Halloween color
They go well
scheme.
together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
People only ever do black and orange, but we can't forget about green and purple for Halloween.
Absolutely, Frankenstein. You know, he got a nice green vibe going to him today.
Count Dracula.
Count Dracula's. What's
the
he purple?
Count, he's purple.
He's the Count.
Well, the Sesame Street one is
Oh
purple.
yeah, I follow him on Twitter. Every day or every couple of days, it's just another number.
Yeah.
And it goes in a row. It's just the funniest, dumbest
What's
thing.
he
ever.
up to?
200,000 something. I don't know. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I have the Ray Dunn decal on the wall that I've never addressed. And
Okay.
people are like, why? How come he can never address this? For those of you who follow me on TikTok, on Instagram, you know that I made that video that Ray Dunn drives me insane. Can you pull up some Ray Dunn so if people
Yeah,
don't
sure,
know what
sweetheart.
it is?
Let
Let's
me
pull
see
up a
what-
little Ray Dunn ski here. Now, just put images. Oh my God, it's the end of culture. It's
We
the
hit
end.
the mother load.
It's the end of culture
Look at this.
as we know it.
Ray Dunn purple Halloween canister.
Oh my God,
I
you
like
need it.
that.
Gotta have it.
It's like iridescent.
So basically, this woman who's a genius, she just writes bland words on mugs, anything you can think of.
Anything.
Now, don't get me wrong. Look, and here's where I get a lot of shit for why do you gotta kill female joy or whatever the fuck. So me as an individual, I get repulsed when I see. Remember how Phoebe hates Pottery Barn and Friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then Rachel and Ross get the same table, and Rachel's like, I mean, Phoebe just thinks everybody else ends up with the same apartment. Now I know why, because right. So that's kind of how I feel about this stuff. Like when you see, I know you probably agree with me, but like when you see things oversaturated, do you want to go left when everybody's going right? Don't you think like when too many people have this?
For the most part, yes, but there have definitely been things where I'm like, ooh, yeah, no, I like that. I want it.
Interesting. I don't know what it is about this. It makes me so angry.
Well, you know what
I don't
it
know.
is?
I don't know why.
It's definitely like gotten way out of hands. Like I remember your sister got married. When did she get married? 2015 or
Yeah,
something.
2015.
Actually, I
So
don't even
6
know
years
if I got
ago.
it for her wedding or
But
something.
yeah, she had this shit like 6 years ago, right? Is that what you're saying?
No. I bought her. I remember. I didn't even know it was like Ray Dunn, but I bought her a mug that said tea. It just said
Okay.
tea, and I thought it was funny because
She likes tea.
She loves tea. She only ever drinks like tea. Or whatever, not like coffee, but she drinks tea. And I thought it was funny, and I just got her the tea mug, like as like a little gag. But I mean, people are obsessed with this stuff. You can buy like from your garbage pail to your butter holder.
Oh,
and
man.
they have
It's
everything.
it's a little much.
I don't love it. I don't hate it. Like I said, it's definitely gotten out of control. I think it's cute that like people like to collect it because I like collecting things too. But I get what you're saying. It's like, oh, this is just like the easy thing to get because we know everyone's getting it. And
Well, I honestly, I've never been to Home Goods and TJ Maxx more in my life than when we moved out together,
Mhm.
and you would go all the time, and you just love. I mean, I love those places too. I'm not gonna front, but when I go with you and we were looking for like candles or something, I just kept seeing these.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what is this fucking thing? And then I saw online that there's like a cult of people
Oh, yeah.
who like wait outside early in the morning and they try to get them.
I never knew that either.
So that don't get me wrong. I understand collecting things. It could be fun. I used to really be into sneakers and
Exactly. It's like the same
yeah.
thing.
And I get that.
It's the rush.
Yeah.
Going to the store. Am I going to get it? We used to do that too we might have talked about this, about like limited edition snacks.
Yeah.
Right? As half the time we wouldn't even like really eat the snacks. It was more about the adrenaline of going to different stores, looking for it, being the first to get it.
It was fun.
It was so much fun.
I'm not gonna lie. The only thing with these things is like it's gotten to a point where like it's overload.
Mm-hmm.
I think one thing is cute cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the kids it says little cookies, but then this woman you could literally live in like a creepy museum. It looks like Jack Skellington's handwriting
Yeah.
on everything you own.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, it's a little much.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Like it would say garbage.
Yep.
It would say butter, like you said. I mean, if you were a Ray Dunn gal, it would say man on my sweatshirt. Something about it makes me, I don't know, when everybody starts to have the same shit, that's when I'm like, we need to get away from this. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
And like mad people that I know. Now, again, we're allowed, if you're listening to this and you love Ray Dunn, you can call me a fucking asshole under your breath. What do I know? I'm an idiot. You could disagree with me. I'm just saying, from like people I know and love have this shit. And I can't. It's gotten to the point where everyone has the same shit, and that's when I'm always like, this needs to go away, because it's the opposite of style. It's the opposite of expression. Of expressing yourself. It's the opposite of whatever it intended to do. This woman is just like, she's making a mockery of art. She's just writing cup on a fucking cup.
Like you said, though, she's a genius.
She's a genius.
People love it. It is funny, though. It's just like putting the name of what something is on it. So like you said, like wall. Like obviously that's a wall. Do I need to label it?
I just think that like, I don't know, something about it. Does it like, I don't know, there's something, do you get what I'm saying? Or
I totally get what you're saying.
I'm an asshole.
But also, it's very hard to be unique nowadays. I don't know why, but it just is. Because there is such like an oversaturation of everything.
That's true. And listen, you could easily rip my life apart and say all the things that I conform to, that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Easily, you could do that. But like, I don't know that. Well, I guess I didn't really mean to go down this path. I just wanted to explain the wall thing, which kind of like a trolling people who love Ray Dunn, and me just teasing a little bit. That's it. I mean, it's not that deep. I just think that like I am so over this fucking thing. Like I thought that maybe it was cute and it was like it would be a season thing. Like women would get them and like it was very 2015, like you said, and then it would go away, and they're just making more.
She's got to be a millionaire by now.
A millionaire, absolutely.
Trillion?
Trillion. Trillion. Thermost trillion. She's thermost a trillionaire. Look at her. I don't think people know. Look at this. Why
this is from 2021.
Oh, it's getting bigger.
Viral trends. I don't think this is a viral trend. Look, a blender that says blend.
Oh my God. Fuck this lady. You know what? I changed my mind. I am gonna be mean about it.
You're just jealous because you didn't come up with something like this first.
Fuck this lady.
Wow.
Oh man. Look, Ray Dunn didn't mean to start a cult, but she did. And that's the thing, is like, I don't know. I don't like it. Anyway.
I wish I had $1 million idea like that.
Speaking of cults.
Going back to.
Speaking of cults, I at the same time, so if you have seen me live, which by the way, I've always wanted to mention this also, Leanna, when you come to see my show, it evolves. Mm-hmm. So when you come and see me, if you see me twice in like a 2-month period, it's probably going to be the same hour of material. Mm-hmm. I don't think people know that.
I would say if you've come to a show you want to come to another one, it's going to be the same thing.
That's me trying to perfect that hour
Yeah.
of material.
Yeah.
Now, if you see me a year from then, it'll be different.
It's going to start to get different.
But this is how comedians work. This is how they get an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just, I know it looks like we're just making it up there, but it's a lot of hard work. And people have asked me, hey, I came and saw you last night. Is it going to be the same set tonight? And I'm always just like, I want to scream at them, but they don't know any better.
They don't know.
So that's basically. So I do this bit about Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hopefully, I filmed it and I'm hopefully gonna put it online soon. I can retire it in my act, and that way it'll live online. You guys can see it. Anyway, I do this bit about Disneyland, which I've spoken about it before publicly in videos and stuff like that. First of all, I love trolling Disney people because they're so, I don't know, they're so culty. It's such a cult. Would you agree, or you think I'm a little too I'm too crazy?
I think it can be. I think there is a level where people start to be in the cult of it. Yes, but I think there's levels, right?
Okay.
Like my mom, when we were younger, she loved Disney stuff. She would get like
she has a lot of cool retro shit.
Yeah, she would get like the drawings.
What are they, lithographs? What they call them? Something
Yeah,
like
like she would get those. We went to Disney once when I was younger, but we were like really young and I don't even remember it. And then that was it. I mean, we never went again. So I think my mom was definitely at a level, but I wouldn't say that she was in a cult. Like it wasn't like the people who go every year, multiple times a year, have a collection of ears and have a collection of cups. I think that's when it starts to get culty.
Yes. You remember when I did I did Orlando, Florida?
Yes.
And I did the Disney stuff.
Yeah.
People there were just not responding to it because they were probably offended.
They were offended.
I was making a joke. I also did a show here in Austin, and I talk about the Disney cast members, like the people who play the characters, and there was a guy in the audience who played a Disney cast. Him and his family were dying. And after the show, he was like, I was a Disney cast member. So here's my thing. I was jealous growing up. If I was watching me make these jokes, I would say he's just jealous that he didn't have Disney.
Yeah.
And you're 100% right. I didn't go when I was a kid. It was always a dream of mine. And there is a magic to it. And when you and I went, when we lived in California,
we went to Disneyland.
I get it. I get the wonder. I get how fun it is, but I don't get doing it every year.
No.
Like I could not. Basically, a lot of you know that like I'm a big Mets fan and I love the Knicks. I'm not a big football guy because football doesn't match the intensity of what it appears to be. So football is basically guys screaming, banging their chest, let's fucking go, painting their face. And then it's just, we're going to start again, or the 30-yard line. And it's a lot of waiting around. My favorite stat of all time when I would debate my friends about this is that football is 3 hours of TV time, and the game is 3 hours, and there's 11 minutes on average of actual football being played. So 3 hours of your life, you're just sitting there waiting around as the guys figure out the flag, the whistles, all this shit. That's kind of how I feel about amusement parks. 90%.
Yes.
You see where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going with this. I wasn't sure. Okay.
90%.
Yes.
Of amusement parks is waiting online.
Yes.
You wait online for 3 hours to experience something for 17 seconds.
Yeah.
So I get it. I get going. I understand it. But when it becomes the obsession of like everything Disney, I don't think I'm being jealous because I've went in there with an open mind.
You've Disneyed.
I've Disneyed. The saddest part, I've actually only been to Disney World. Hate to break it to people so publicly like this, but I've been to Disney World. I went when I was 12 because my father was a police officer.
Okay.
And after 9/11, Disney World let police officers go for free and their family for half off. That was the only way we were able to afford Disney World. So So think of a more depressing way
Seriously.
to get to go to Disney
God.
World. It was horrible. And I was 12, and I remember thinking, I didn't need this.
12 to...
I missed the boat.
12, that might... is it too old?
It's not too old.
Actually,
it's not too
I don't
old.
think it is too
We can
old.
have a great time there.
For the characters and stuff. But, I mean, Disney is a lot of rides.
It's for everyone.
Yeah. So I don't think you were too old. But at that point, it was probably like all your friends had already gone. And
of course.
You know,
I
you're
was
like,
so...
I'm experiencing this now when I wanted to years ago.
I was so late to the party.
Yeah.
I do remember Rock and Roller Coaster being really cool.
Oh, I've been on that.
I remember like a couple of things being really cool, but another thing is like, I hate to be the bearer of bad news and the guy always bringing reality into the situation, but like, it's so expensive.
It's so
expensive. I think that, do you, let me ask you if you agree with this. Do you agree that in society at large, if you complain about the price, there's a negative connotation that you feel people are going to think you can't afford it just by acknowledging that you're aware of the price of things? Whereas in Staten Island, it's like, you're a big shot. I don't care how much it costs. Whatever it costs, I'm getting it. You understand what I mean?
I don't think that necessarily means like you don't have the money. You could just be cheap too. You could be cheap. Or it's like, I mean, I hate to relate it, but like us wedding planning right now, it's like, it's more so the principle. It's like, I don't want to pay $250 a person because I just don't want to. I don't think that it's worth it. So the same thing with Disney. They have millions of people going in there a day. Why do millions of people need to pay $300, $400, $500? It's ridiculous. It's not right for something that just sits there every day. Of course, they have to operate it and they have to pay employees.
Oh, their profit margins have to be in the billions.
Yeah, and it's like, we actually just saw that
that TikTok
graph. It was a TikTok. It was a graph of Disney.
It was Disney prices by year relative to gas prices, salaries, and they all kind of went up and down. And Disney is just a straight line up.
Yeah,
it's not relative to your salary.
The price is just shooting up, and the
gas and everything is staying the same kind of.
Wages is just like staying down here.
So basically, what the important part of that is that things used to be relative to your salary. So basically, when people, I said this to my parents growing up, like, yo, this house was, let's say, I don't know, 5 times your yearly salary. Now this house is 10 times the average person's salary. It's not evening out. So people say, oh, well, inflation. No, not inflation. Because there's a larger discrepancy here. So Disney, let's say, oh, well, that was just because it was 1955. But no, but if you break down the price, it might have been like whatever percentage of your yearly salary, and now it's like 2,000% of the average, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my numbers are obviously off, but the discrepancy is much, much larger.
Yeah.
They don't need to be operating at that cost, but they just say, let's just do it because these assholes will pay anyway. Yeah. It's like when you and I buy water at the airport. It's like $7 for a smart water. I'm like, well, we're here. Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous, and no one gives a shit. That's my biggest problem is like, people don't mind being raped at Disney. And I'm like, yo, fuck that place, because I can afford it, but I don't want, what, just because I can afford it means I'm going to give you.
Exactly. It's more so the principle.
100%. When I was younger, I didn't know that. I didn't get it. I thought my parents hated me and didn't want me to have anything. It was like, you're not going to, I remember we got like souvenirs like outside the park. Like it would say like Disney or something.
Some guy trying to sell t-shirts.
Someone screen printed a Mickey t-shirt or whatever. I wasn't getting ones in the park. Like in the park, our niece and nephew just went. They got things made in the park, like these spoiled brats. Yeah. And I'm just jealous, definitely. But as an adult, it's like, there's a normal level to this. And then there's just like, how dare you? Like, yeah, we're just going to make it this price because we can, and you're still going to pay it. You're
still going to buy it.
That bothers me so much.
I know.
I'm a big advocate for Apple. Like I said maybe in a podcast before, but like when I was trying to get into video editing when I was younger, Microsoft computers just it never worked. It never worked. I would be trying to do something so fucking hard. You couldn't call anyone. You call Best Buy. Oh, that's a Dell. You know what I mean? Like there was always these things in the way.
They still do that sometimes.
Long story short, when I finally got an iMac, everything just worked, and I was like, I will stick by this company for the rest of my life because they gave me a life. They literally made everything I wanted to do possible. So I love Apple, but Apple does the same shit. The new iPhones don't come with chargers. Like,
disgusting.
And it was all because they sat in a board meeting one day and was thinking, hey, if we take away this, it could save us $30 billion, and fuck these people. They're going to buy them anyway.
They still have to buy it, of course.
I know. I just don't like that.
No.
And like Disney people never mention that. Like they never like say, well, I'm getting fucked, but they're always like, it's a magical wonder. Thank you, Disney, for the best trip of my life.
It's the culty people, the people who go all the time. Those are the people that should be saying those things. Because for us to go once and then never go again, it's like.
So here's okay. I agree, but they probably get discounts per year if they have like a yearly pass or whatever.
Season passes and stuff.
But and that's the thing too, is like I want people to know. If you are, again, most of you are not like me, and you had a normal childhood filled with love, and you don't.
You are so ungrateful,
and you don't find the horror. I'm so ungrateful. I was the biggest spoiled bitch on earth, and here I am complaining.
I know, you're such a loser.
Well, no, I just want to I think people appreciate the dissecting of things that they might be carrying with them. And my parents, I feel so bad for them because like I'm able to articulate everything perfectly. They're like, I don't fucking know, Eric. I thought you were all right.
Which you were for the most
I was.
part.
This is all whatever. This is a podcast. It's a show. I'm trying to I want to talk about things. So here's something you should know about me, Leanne. She hates when I do that. Anyway, Leanna, would you agree that I am not the person who sticks to my opinion even when I'm proved wrong?
Would I agree?
So here's what I'm trying to say, because I don't even know if you're listening to me. You didn't even understand what I just said.
I am listening, but say it again.
Let's say there's someone who hates me.
Mm-hmm.
Their wife is a fan of Eric D'Alessandro. She watches his videos all the time. She gets tickets. She brings the husband. Mm-hmm. The husband is sitting there. And even if I get him to laugh, he's still gonna the whole time be like, well, he's not that funny.
Yeah.
Even if he might have chuckled and no one saw, he'll still be like, well, I know he's not funny.
Okay.
One thing I try my hardest in life to do is to be truthful, even if I'm proved wrong or if I'm proved whatever it is. So like,
definitely
give things the chance of, yo, you know what? You're 100% right. I could not tell the difference.
Yes.
Like I was so hard on Ezekiel bread.
Yes.
I was saying it's going to taste the and then after a week, it's not as good as white bread, but it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But it does take a little while to get used to it. And I'm like, you know what? I was wrong. With Disney, I had these strong opinions, and I love most of it is just teasing. But we've actually went.
Yeah.
We've actually gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't go begrudgingly and being like, I'm going to just go the whole time and point out why I hate it. I went to like, I'm going to try and have as much fun as you made those t-shirts for us.
I made cute t-shirts.
We went, I got a very, I got the souvenirs. I got the Mickey pumpkin, fucking,
popcorn.
The popcorn thing. I was excited. This is cool. All right. I'm down with the cause. And I really experienced it. I really went and I had a good time. And again, I was just like, I don't ever need to do this ever again. Mm-hmm. Maybe when we have kids, but one thing that I will admit, and I didn't want to admit this so publicly, Leanne, was when we went with Abigail, our niece at the time. Was she one?
I think she was one.
She was two.
Yeah, no.
She was one. She was one. She was one.
She was like 1.5.
She was 1.5. And I teased my brother. I'm like, yeah, she's going to remember none of this. Mm-hmm. This is so dumb.
We should ask her now if she remembers.
I know.
I feel like she would say that she.
So our niece was 1.5. She was dressed as Moana.
Yeah.
It was the cutest thing you'll ever see. She meets Moana, and it was like, all right. She smiled. It was cute. Crazy. They got a nice picture. And then we met Mickey. Mm-hmm. I was never expecting that. It was the most. I said, magic does exist. Right? Wasn't it like beautiful?
Yeah, she was obsessed with Moana, like obsessed with Moana at the time. So we were expecting the Moana.
And when she saw Moana, I was like,
interaction
see,
to be-
she's too young.
Yeah. And then for some reason we did we went to go see Mickey in his house or something, and like you wait online, whatever. And when it was our turn, it really was like magical. She got like so excited.
Yeah.
But like she wasn't like freaking out, but it was like she just like kept wanting to like hug Mickey. It was the most
and the guy
loved
the guy playing
her.
Mickey loved her.
He loved her. They did a full-on photo shoot. It really was the cutest thing in the world.
It was amazing. And even if she doesn't remember that, it's a great memory for my brother,
Definitely.
for Jackie,
Definitely.
for us, whoever was
Which
there.
I think, when you do, like, parents do take their kids, of course they want their kids to have fun, but it really is more so for them. It's
100%.
like a selfish, like, I want to see my kid having a blast.
Oh, and I read that one time recently, and I'm like, you know what? As much shit as I talk, I totally get that.
Yeah. Oh my
to
God.
be able to, like, I mean, that's why also couples now, when they go pumpkin picking with like a 2-month-old, that's for you to feel like,
Yeah.
oh, I have a baby, and look at her in a pumpkin or look at him in a pumpkin.
Yeah.
I get that 100%. It's just when, oh my God, wait, do you remember? I don't know if I ever told you this. There was an article about this lady who was furious. She wrote like, "Dear millennials without children, stop coming to Disney World." This woman, I don't know if we could find it, but she literally was like,
let me see. Hold on.
she wrote a letter, like an opinion piece, telling millennials who don't have children, stop coming to Disney. Oh my God, yes. Look, sorry.
New York Post.
Childless millennials going to Disney
Mom's
is weird.
rants that Disney should be childless millennials. What? Sorry, childless millennials going to Disney World is weird. What?
Look, see, a crazed mom will say how things. That's a woman said that, not the. It pisses me off to no end when I see childless couples without when I see childless couples without at Disney World. When I see
childless couples at Disney World.
No, she just put without.
Because she's an idiot.
She's a moron.
Obviously.
She can't read. She wrote, as if a drunk contestant on The Bachelor, people without children need to be banned. Mothers with children should be allowed to skip all the lines.
Oh my God.
Oh my
What a
God.
Dumb BITCH.
This is why we need to bring back stoning.
What is this?
This CUNT in some very slutty shorts was buying a Mickey pretzel. And Aiden wanted one, but the line was so long.
Aiden.
Of course, his name is Aiden. But the line was so long, I said later, and it broke his poor little heart, and he cried. Oh my God. I wanted to take that fucking pretzel from that tramp. Like, thanks, bitch. You made my son cry.
Okay, this woman is clearly insane.
Okay, this woman needs to be beaten to death. This woman needs to be taken in public and beaten to death. What a fucking piece of shit.
Disney World is a family amusement park, she said. Yet these immature millennials throw away their money on useless crap. Sweetheart, you mean also
like you're doing?
Yeah, seriously.
Wow, I actually didn't read this. This is making me furious.
Wow.
Mrs. Effing Pretzel is right on the point. Millennials are indeed in an unhealthy relationship with Disney, having granted control of so much of their leisure time and personality to a single enormous corporate entity meant for children. Okay, these are the most... What fucking losers. Okay,
I don't even know what's going on right now.
Here's why I think I'm important to the world, Leanna. I really do.
Oh, God.
And you know what? You can make fun of me all you want, but in 20 years, 30 years, whatever, you can say, hey, that kid had a point. Because I can read something like this and I can figure out this person immediately. I know her issues. This is someone who hates everything around them, so they blame others for This woman, before she had kids, would probably be at Disney World. But now that it's inconvenient for her, she's just bitching about other... First of all, she's probably envious that those kids don't have children.
For sure.
100%. That young effing tramp probably looks gorgeous. She probably has a nice, fat, tight, young ass.
Oh.
You wanted me to, you was going to say POS, that's why.
Yes.
A tight, young, fat, hairless.
Stop. Oh my God.
A nice young bald.
No, she's definitely jealous that there was probably a cute young girl who got a pretzel and she didn't, and the girl could eat the pretzel and it doesn't go straight to her
Straight
ass.
to her disgusting old love handles. So here is, this woman definitely has a fuck ton of Ray Dunn. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You see how it all comes back? Can you believe this?
This is disgusting.
Can you believe this?
What?
What a fucking loser. What a fucking loser.
I mean, maybe is Disney for kids? Maybe it was meant for kids.
I'll tell you right now.
At this point, I don't think it is.
Leanna, can you think of a worse thing to do with children than be outside in 90
Waiting on-
degrees,
absolutely not.
walking around for 7 hours?
No, absolutely
I
not.
don't even think it's for kids anymore. Yes, obviously it's for kids. I'm just fucking around. But like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's become such a billion-dollar industry that they have things just for young adults. Like my cousin, I'm pretty sure my cousin had her honeymoon here.
A lot of people do nowadays. She said something about,
This
this article says something about how they're adding cocktail bars and stuff.
This is the dumbest thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm someone, I love to tease Disney. I love to tease people who are obsessed with Disney. This is the dumbest woman I've ever encountered in my life. Like, what a fucking loser.
Yeah,
what a
no.
loser.
Especially, I mean, it's really not for kids. If they serve alcohol there, and a lot of the rides are big roller coasters that kids can't even go on.
100%.
So if young adults weren't there, or adults weren't there, then who's going to go on these big roller coasters?
That's a really good point.
Thank you.
Because what do you think is the prime age for a Disney? The most, if you could picture like the age to go to Disney, what would you say? I feel like Abigail's too old for some of the shit there. I'm not even joking. She's not, oh, Uncle Eric, that's a guy in a costume. You don't think she would know that?
She probably would, yeah. I think there's like two stages. Like it's when you're super young, maybe like 1 to 5.
And you think it's really goofy, and then you go from like 5 to 10 and it's just like still wonderment, but it's not like, you know.
Or not even. I was going to say skip the 5 to 10. Maybe it's like 10 to 15 where it's like I could go on, well, I don't really care about the Disney stuff, but I could go to the Star Wars world and the Harry Potter world.
You think Star Wars world is for fucking 2-year-olds?
No.
There's a Harry Potter world we talked about last time. I mean, that shit, Harry Potter gives me the creeps, some of it. Like, I don't think I want to see this.
This lady's, there's something wrong with her. I mean, the fact that you go to a place like this and you're mad that other people are in line, you're just an idiot.
I had a woman in my neighborhood that would do shit like this. She was an old, cranky cunt, and she'd blame my brothers for stuff that like, what if like one time a drunk driver hit a car on my block. It was her car, I think. And it was like 2 a.m. I heard her screaming, "It's these fucking kids drinking." Or she's like screamed towards my house, blaming my brothers. And we found out it was this old ass fucking guy that we found his car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we like chased him down. We found him, whatever. But this is like that dumb, unhappy woman. You see what I'm saying? When you're not happy in life, how it manifests into dumb things. This woman
stuff out on people,
hates her life, and she's sitting there. It's 100 degrees. She's in humid Florida. There's a long line, so she doesn't think maybe I should have planned better. She thinks it's these kids' fault that I'm not enjoying this.
Yeah,
like the definition of the dumbest human being.
You just gotta find someone else to blame your problems.
100%. I can't believe this, but like honestly, I was thinking of even like going with you and I before we had children, just because it's like you could probably get my uncle Paul brought his 4 children to Disney, right? And like you gotta plan really nicely with like, it has to be specific.
Kids,
with
course.
Kids. He and when he came back, he made me laugh so hard. He was like, they're crying, they want to go home. I'm like, this cost me $1 million. You better go on these fucking rides. So like, it's literally, I can't imagine. I should ask Brian how Christian and Rosalie were, because I bet you like they probably loved it, but they definitely got tired.
You can only do, and I think too that's why you buy the Like
the fast pass. Whatever?
No, like the passes where it's a few days, like a multiple
Oh,
day
yeah.
type thing, because kids can only last for so long.
Yeah.
You know, you go for maybe a couple hours one day, and then after they see Mickey and Minnie and Buzz Lightyear, then it's hot, like you said, it's hot. They're hungry, they're cranky, it's nap time. You gotta go. So they do the couple of day things where because they have this little window where the kids are probably good, and then after that, it's like, no, we need to go home, reset, and then we can come back tomorrow and do it again.
It was and I don't think I don't know if you could do much. Like little kids fall asleep early, and Disney at night. Do you remember how much fun we had? Leanne and I went. So when we lived in California, we went about 3 times to Disneyland. The first time we went was like with my family, and then we went just you and I around Halloween when I got this.
Yeah, we wanted to see
month.
it during Halloween time,
which was dope. I'm
really
not gonna
cool.
lie, it was so cool. It was
cute.
so they had the pumpkins everywhere.
Yeah, I would almost rather go during Halloween time than regular.
Oh my god, it was so dope.
If I do ever go back, it would be during Christmas time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's
I could see that.
really the only other time that I would definitely go
It would
back.
probably be nice there too, the weather wise.
Mm-hmm.
So when we went, do you remember how much fun it was at night? It was we went to like Cars World. They had like all the lights going on.
Oh yeah.
And we also did these. The thing we did most in Disneyland was the drawing class.
Mm-hmm.
They had like this class where you sat with like an employee or one of the draw-keteers they call them or something.
Yeah.
Like mouse-keteer employees.
Someone like you were saying before,
like a cartoonist.
Cartoonist.
Step by step, we drew the genie from Aladdin. We drew Minnie. We drew Donald.
We do.
No. Who else? Yeah.
We did Jack Skellington.
Jack Skellington. Then we did the genie.
We did the genie. I don't remember the genie.
Oh, I think we did the genie.
I don't remember the genie at all.
I don't know. I thought we did. I'm pretty sure we did.
I think it was Minnie.
We did it like 5 times.
Minnie, Donald Duck, or Daisy Duck, and Jack Skellington. I think
we did 3 times?
I think we only did it 3 times.
No way. I was having the most fun. I was like, this is better than the park.
We literally like, we finished. You had to get out. We walked out and then we just got right back online.
I loved that.
It was so much fun.
I loved that. I was like, you know what? I could.
This is worth it.
This is kind of worth it.
This is worth the $500.
The park really wasn't that great. I'm just being honest. Disneyland is not Disney World, but like I don't remember one ride really loving. I didn't really give a shit about any of it.
Cute.
It was too much. Walking around was just too much.
I think you really have to love roller coasters.
I love roller coasters, but like waiting online is not worth it for me.
That's what I'm saying. You have to love them so much that you're willing to wait online for a long time to go on a 30-second roller coaster. I don't love roller coasters that much. It's just not worth it to me.
Six Flags Great Adventure has the best roller coasters I've ever been in my life. They are truly. You ever been on Nitro? We never been to Six Flags together, have we? Six Flags Great Adventures.
Not in Jersey. We've been to the one in California. I think it was
Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I've been on Nitro a million times.
Nitro is the best roller coaster.
Yeah.
It's like, it's 4 minutes long.
Is it that long?
See how long? I think it's 4 minutes long, and it's the best roller coaster there is. And Six Flags, you want to get a good fucking deal. There's a good deal. It's like $70, I think. Maybe it's like $100 now. Put Nitro Six Flags run time.
2 minutes and 20 seconds.
I'm completely wrong. So 2 minutes and 20, but you know what? It feels like a nice long time. Maybe the crank up is longer. I don't know. But
great ride.
I don't even think Six Flags is that much money.
The Superman one's pretty cool. It's probably
Superman's dope. Yeah. That is a good one. You fly, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That one's longer. It's 2 minutes and 35 seconds.
Dang.
I think it's maybe like $100 or something. Maybe not even that much. Maybe
I remember it used to be like $65, but that was also like 15 years ago. I don't know. I used to, you know what? Me and my friends would get the season pass. It pays for itself in 2 visits. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like $120 for a season pass, and if you go twice, it pays for it or something like that. You ever been on King Ka?
I believe so.
King Ka is it's pretty legit. We were lucky, man. Growing up, living near Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey, it was they had a lot of good shit going on.
It was a little far though. It's too bad that it wasn't closer.
It was a little far. It was far, but not further than Orlando, Florida. You know what I mean? Honey, sugar, darling, pumpkin.
Let's see. Hold on. I want to see how much it cost.
You're really struggling today.
It's probably
tickets and passes.
Oh.
Click that.
Whoa.
Oh my God. A season pass is $50. Wait, is this real?
2022
Are you kidding me?
season pass, now only $50 each. Unlimited visits to Six Flags
And Hurricane
Harbor. Parking each visit. Admission to both Fright Fest and Holiday in the Park. $50.
Come on. Who the fuck needs Disney when you
They
got
might as well just give them out for free.
$50?
That's
Come on.
and a 1-day ticket is $40.
Come on.
You might as well just buy the season
exactly.
pass.
Why would you not go twice?
And I do think with the season pass, oh look, you could add extra things. Because I remember my sister got one and she was able to get drinks. She had a cup that she would bring and she would get to drink for free all day. Unlimited Pepsi. All you could drink, Pepsi, Coca-Cola.
Pepsi?
No, I think it's Coca-Cola actually.
Oh,
But
all right.
you get
Well,
the idea.
I'm a Pepsi guy. Again, another thing, I'm a weirdo. Wait, can you see? Okay, so $50 for the best roller coasters on Earth, in my opinion. I've never been anywhere else, but I'm just gonna say it's on Earth because that's how a what's the word I'm looking for? That's how a biased douchebag thinks.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have been to other Six Flags. Can you please see how much a 1-day pass at Disney World is?
Sure.
Don't get me wrong, you have more and blah blah blah, but
Disney World.
Disney World in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess $6,000 for an hour
Don't look. Seriously, what's your guess?
for a 1-day pass. So they have like 6 parks though. So what do you see there? I'll guess what you
This
see.
says standard theme park ticket.
$140.
No, it's actually not that bad.
100.
110.
So what does that get you though? What does that get you?
Visit one theme park per day.
One. So you can't go to Epcot. You can't go to. That's
no.
disgraceful. So what about all of them? What about all of the? So you can get like all 4.
Walt Disney World's annual pass.
That's actually not that much money. Seriously, it's $1,300 for their annual pass. But
You eating your words now?
think about how much money that is. But it's 50. It's 50 for Six Flags. It's $1,300. But because of how expensive it is each visit, that's why I'm saying it's not that bad.
I don't see anything about like a group or all.
Babe, you got to be able
parks
to.
thing.
You got to like when you go to like checkout.
I got to add all of them to the cart. That's going to take too long.
Theme park tickets, just buy one like you were doing. Select. Now it's probably going to ask you, would you like to add Epcot? Would you like to add? Well, look.
Select the number of days.
Go to the cheapest day. Oh, wait, the number of days?
Yeah.
Oh, we only got to do 1 day.
Let's do one park per day.
No. See? Park hopper option. Do that.
Whatever. I'm just going to pick a random day. Or I'll pick the most expensive day, Saturday. Let's see.
Is it 2 people or 1? What are we doing? Let's do 1 person because we did 1 for Six Flags.
Okay.
So for 1 person, it's 4 times the price
With the park hopper.
of a season pass.
But for the park hopper, you could go to a bunch of different parks, and they're probably very big. $221. That's actually not that bad. But
Now,
can you get everything done in 1 day? Probably not, because it is so large.
There's 800 million square miles down there. It's all swampland and Walt's frozen dead body.
For one person, it's not that bad, but you don't go by yourself. So add another adult, add a couple kids into the mix. You're going to be paying $1,000 for 1 day for the park hopper. And I'm sure there are ways to do it. You know, people do through travel agents or whatever, and then they get great deals. Probably you add a hotel onto that. Maybe it doesn't end up being that much. But you know what, too? Vacations nowadays are just expensive. Anywhere you go is expensive.
I understand.
Flights are getting more money. Hotels are becoming more money.
I guess to me, I would never think this is worth it. Do you remember the wonderful little romantic getaway we had in Malibu?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little pricey, but it was incredible.
Yeah.
To spend the same amount for a week or whatever, 4 days at Disney or something, it's like, come on.
It depends on who you are and what you like to do. We like to just chill in a hotel, order room service. We would rather do that than go to Disney. Not everyone would. So spending that money on just sitting in a hotel ordering room service versus going to Disney.
I just wish that like we could all come together as people and like
and
agree
stands up against these Disney
and we could
bastards.
agree like, yo, you're charging 400 times than you have to charge. Fuck you, and do a walkout.
Yeah.
And everyone protests and no one goes. Like that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted my brothers to do for the New York Jets. Seriously, hit them where it hurts. Stop watching. Stop going to the games. If they start losing millions of dollars a year, they're gonna be forced to get a good team on. But everyone's like, oh, whatever. You gotta root for your home team. You gotta blah 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 blah. So then they show up and you get fucked every year, and no one cares to change anything. Which is like now that we can afford it, and I do have money, I still don't want to lose the mentality of like when I couldn't. Because I don't like when people like when they and then I can afford it now, so fuck you guys.
Yeah, so
I don't like that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that we should all. I want more for you. If you can't afford this, I don't like that it's so expensive. I'm not gonna. Well, work harder, pal. Leanne and I are gonna go. Woo! Buy her the Chanel Mickey fucking bag.
Yeah, no, everyone should be able to enjoy stuff like this. I agree.
All right, folks. I had a great time dissecting this with you.
I had a great time with you.
Fuck, I gotta answer the emails. I did get emails, so in the next episode, we will probably get to some emails.
Nice.
Dress Down Day Podcast at gmail.com. I should mention that earlier on the show.
Nice.
But all right, yeah, check my website for tickets. I'm coming to Denver, Chicago, Brooklyn. I'm announcing some West Coast shows soon, Leanna.
What?
Hopefully announcing them soon, early 2022.
I guess I gotta move back there.
All right, so we will see you guys next week.
Leave us a review and rating.
It has to be 5 stars or don't read it. Oh, don't leave it. All right, love you.
Love you.
Bye.